It's the truth, man, the future, you know.
I think I have a thing for toxic energy, so I think there's still some more healing that I need to do, because when I look back on all of these energies, it's a shame I gave them so much time and there were sweet energies that I didn't. Yeah. And so now I see those sweet energies getting married and starting families. I'm just like, dang, that probably could have been me if I recognized the security in those individuals at the time. And like now, I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely feeling that now. I'm aware that there's something going on. There's something wrong.
What do you think it is that attracts you to like toxic energy?
I think they just seem really exciting at first. The chemistry is incredible. And they don't even always be fine. It's not even that like they're sexy or finest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's just an energy. Sometimes it's convenience, what we talk about. A lot of the sweeter energies that I felt like weren't for me. I could see myself falling asleep a little bit on the phone. So I don't know if that's like, if boring is good or not. Like, I'm trying to figure out what that means.
That was singer Ari Lennox speaking on now regretting dealing with toxic men and basically ignoring the nice guys, the guys who would have given her stability, the so-called boring guys, right? We've been speaking on this for a long time now. This is what they do. They run around with the player nigga, the drug dealer, the gang banger, the ladies man. They run around dating those guys while ignoring the good guys. They ignore them. So don't listen to these women when they turn around and lie, because that's what women do great, is lie. They're lying when they're saying there ain't good men out there. They're lying when they're saying, where are all the good men at? The good men are around. You just ain't want them. You thought they were lame. You thought they were boring. You ain't want to be in the house all day. You want to be in the club shaking ass. You want to be at the strip club with a nigga. These hoes wonder why the guy that used to take them to the strip club with them, somehow it didn't work out. He's toxic. The nigga that took you to the strip club with him, toxic. This is what they do. And then when they're ran through, when they're left with all these damn kids, when they're going through all the bullshit they go through with these guys, and they got to take that journey. You know, they always on some journey. They always got some healing to do. Remember when these hoes run around talking about men ain't shit? Y'all remember these hoes? It be the same junks talking about niggas ain't shit who was chasing toxic men, who was chasing niggas who have a certain lifestyle. They was loving the lifestyle. It was all good when y'all was in the club throwing ones in the strip club. It was all good then. It was all good when y'all was partying together. It was all good when y'all was on y'all toxic love shit. And then as time go, they start realizing, and a lot of times, by the time they realize, like, these might not be the type of men that are good for me, they be cooked, right? Shorty's actually, still in her prime where she can, find somebody or whatever. But a lot of times, they don't realize this until they washed up, they big as hell, they got all these kids, they old. Then they start trying to go, find them a so-called good man to come play the cleanup man, to come save them, to come take care of the next nigga kids, to come, play house with them, with somebody else's kids. Have you noticed women be always running around talking about they want a man who is family orientated while having a bunch of kids by another nigga? Have y'all noticed this? I want a man who's family orientated. But he need to kind of be family orientated with me and my kids. If a nigga's family orientated, should he be family orientated with his own goddamn kids? Why these joints always wait till they ran through to realize you might want a nigga who ain't moving the way the men you usually date are moving? Why don't they ever take accountability for their decisions like Ari is doing? Because it seems to me she's actually taking at least some type of ability, saying, you know, man, look, I chose these toxic men. I chose to deal with them. You know, it was exciting because, you know, women, they just want to have fun. They just some grown ass little girls. It's always about me, I want to have fun. It's exciting. I want to go here. I want to go there. I know I got a child, but you know, I can still be in the club every weekend with a kid. What's wrong with that? I can still jump from dick to dick, even though, you know, I should be trying to find somebody to be serious with. You know, I'll date the nigga who in the strip club every weekend. I'll date the nigga who I already know got 3 baby mamas. I'll date the nigga who, you know, is always running around with different bitches, because, you know, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and date him. Now, I don't want this guy who just want to build with me. I don't want him. And then they'll turn around and try to blame the men. They'll turn around and try to blame the men like good guys ain't out here trying to holler too. Like good guys don't like pretty women. This is why I have been calling cap on these women for years. Women get hollered at by all type different men. They get hollered by the blue collar man. They get hollered by the white collar man. They get hollered by the club nigga. They get hollered by the player nigga. They get hollered by the drug dealer. They get hollered by the gang banger. They literally get to choose who they want to deal with. Don't let them lie to you and act like, oh man, ain't nothing but bad dudes out there. Why these men always cheating? Why these men abusive? Why these men so toxic? No, you chose that toxic man. You chose that type of nigga. You chose him. You could have hollered at that nigga you thought was boring and lame, who just want to just play house with you and build with you and do things the right way. You could have chose him, but you didn't. You wanted that nigga who you thought was exciting. Girl, all we do is go out. We be clubbing together, girl. It's fun. They always want to have fun. And what comes behind the hoes having fun? What comes behind a hot girl summer, I'm having fun? A baby. This is why they'll go down to Miami and come back pregnant. That damn. And then now they want to realize, man, you know what, man, look. I need me a good man. I want a God-fearing man, Kendra. I want a God-fearing man. How old are you? 42. How many kids you got? 5. How many baby daddies you got? Only 3. These hoes be talking about only 3. This is how far black women have fell off. They'll tell you, I only got 2, 3 baby daddies. And this is supposed to be a win. Yeah, because I ain't like the rest of them. I only got 3 baby daddies. And they in their kids' life. So why ain't you with the first baby daddy? Okay, it just didn't work out. So why ain't you with the second baby daddy? Girl, he just wasn't ready. He was immature. He always wanted to be clubbing, girl. And see, I just wasn't with that. You know, I'll have his baby, but you know, I don't want to be with him. He was just immature. He wasn't too immature for me to get pregnant by him, but you know, he just too immature. So what happened with the third baby daddy? He was abusive sincere. They always talk about some man abusive when in reality they just used to fight. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's just keep it a buck. When a black woman say her boyfriend's abusive, that just mean they used to fight because she was abusive as well. They don't never talk about what they done did. They don't never talk about the time they put hands on him. They don't ever talk about that. If you hit that nigga first, he ain't abusive. He defended himself. How about that? How about that? How about your man ain't abusive if you be hitting him? How about that? Running around here calling some man abusive when you always putting your hands on him. I mean, but he a man. He ain't had to put his hand back on me. It be the most abusive women out here running around trying to call some man abusive. Oh, cause this nigga got tired of you putting your hands on him and he backhand you. Oh yeah, you mean that? And let's keep it real, right? I'ma just keep it real. I would say the far majority of men have never beat up a woman. I'm talking about like they would do a man. Men don't do that. Nigga might rough you up a little bit. Every time you talk, you listen to these don't talk about some nigga abusive, they roughed her up a little bit. Most men ain't about to sit there and whip on no joint like they do a man. You know how I know? Cause these hoes would be in the hospital in ICU if a nigga jumped on you like that. Let's just keep it above. But at least you got one of these joints finally admitting what we already knew. We already knew you've been dissing the good guys that would have treated you well. We already knew you be ignoring the men who might have a kid with you and be there for his kid. We already knew this. We already knew you love to date the nigga that got 9 baby mamas. Have y'all noticed this? Have y'all noticed how niggas with a bunch of baby mamas somehow can always find them a bitch? And she'll end up getting pregnant by him too. She'll end up getting pregnant by him too. Next thing you know, she called him a deadbeat. Oh, the nigga with 7 baby mamas a deadbeat. You want us to blame this nigga? Because it's a small pool of black men getting a bunch of these joints pregnant. So that tells you they are choosing to deal with these certain dudes. Now, are there women, who get into relationships and believe this guy was right for them and believe, he was going to do right by him and he end up, doing wrong by him, cheating on her or putting hands on her? Yes, there are men who do that. There are women who get in relationships and it don't work out. The nigga wasn't a good dude and did her wrong and she became a single mother. We're not saying these things don't happen. But when you're on your 3rd baby daddy, 4th baby daddy, it's hard to take you serious. When all your ex-boyfriends are drug dealers, it's hard to take you serious. When all your baby daddies are street niggas who be in and out of jail, it's hard to take you serious. When your baby daddy already got 3, 4 baby mamas, it's hard to take you serious. When you see you a type to be in a club every weekend parlaying your life away, it's hard to take you serious on why you can't find love. It's hard to take you serious because women got it easy. At least for men have the excuse in their back pocket, even though, I believe, I don't play the violin for niggas. Hey, nigga, you chose that bitch. But men have the excuse of, look, I'm a man, right? You don't go out in the streets and there's a bunch of pretty women trying to get at you, and then you get the pick from those pretty women trying to get at you. As a man, you got to go out there and bag a bitch, right? So you can be a man who can't get no women. You can get curved by every joint you try to holler at, and when you see a beautiful woman who don't curve you and, give you a chance, you might run with it. You might look past her having a bunch of kids. You might look past her attitude. You might look past certain things because you got to take what you can get. See, men got the excuses sometimes, nigga, you got to take what you can get sometimes, or you just going to be a lonely nigga that get no pussy, right? Is the reason why most people locked up for great are men. And not saying that I'm agreeing with what they're saying, but I'm telling you that shit gets so real that men be out here trying to take the booty, right? How many women do you know don't got locked up for trying to take some dick? It don't happen because women can go out and get dick. It really don't even matter what they look like. It really don't matter what they look like. I don't want to hear the excuse if you a fat girl. You can still find a man if you was nice and submissive and feminine. You can still find a man. A ugly bitch with a bad attitude. You got to get your shit together. You should not be a ugly hoe with a bad attitude. You should not be a fat bitch with a bad attitude. See, this is the problem. You got ugly hoes and fat bitches running around here with pretty girls' attitude. This is what you got. But women have no excuse for not being able to find love. Let's just be real. They get the pick of the litter. They get the, get hollered at. You go to the club. You dissing niggas. These hoes' expectations and standards is through the roof. They want this 1% man. They looking down on niggas who take them to Applebee's. They're looking down on niggas who take them to TGI Fridays. They're looking down on the man who, this thing, he just trying to just chill. He ain't trying to be in the club every day. Like, he just looking for a woman to build with, to be with. But he too boring. He too boring. They want a nigga they can go to the club and turn up with every weekend. They want a nigga to bring some excitement who can curse them out every now and again. They want a nigga with a bunch of baby mamas they can argue with and get online and talk shit about. They love the drama. They love the toxicity. Keep it above. At least Ari Lennox is telling the truth. She's letting you know, like, look, I used to choose those type of men. But most women do not. Most women ain't gonna sit there and say, look, man, look, that was on me. I chose these niggas who I say are deadbeats. Look, that nigga wasn't shit before I got pregnant by him. That nigga was living with his mama before I got pregnant by him. Man, that nigga been putting hands on bitches. I been knew that, but I thought he wasn't gonna put his hands on me. And what do you know when he put his hands on me? You mean the nigga that pistol whipped niggas in the street smacked you? Oh my God, what a surprise. What a surprise this thug nigga that be shooting up the neighborhood ended up backhanding you. Oh my goodness. What's wrong with this nigga? I am so surprised a thug nigga that shoot up the neighborhood done backhanded bitch. What a surprise there. These joints something else. They know what these dudes are about. I'm talking about from a hood perspective. I come from the hood. I come from the urban area, the inner city area, the outskirts of the inner city. These joints know exactly who they dealing with. Matter of fact, they actually want to holler at the nigga who got a name in the streets. This nigga has street cred. This nigga's known. He known for getting all the bitches. He known for getting bitches pregnant. He known for backhanding hoes. He known for fighting everywhere he go. He known for thugging in the streets. He known for this. And that's what made you want to go deal with the nigga. Because he's popular. He got money. He flashy. He cool. He got swag. He's excited. He talk to you any type of way. This is what it is. And this is why when they get with the guy who is not like that, he just a chill brother, he might not be all arguing with you loud, he ain't direct like that, he chill, he don't like confrontation and shit like that. They'll do that nigga dirty. They'll take advantage of that, man. Have y'all noticed the niggas that sling pipe and whip ass somehow don't be getting cheated on like that? Have y'all noticed this? Have y'all noticed it's always the nigga that do right by him, who be getting cheated on and disrespected? Have y'all noticed this? Because I have. They'll be with the good guy while cheating on him, with the bad boy who don't give a fuck, he just cracking. He gets the crack for free. He get the crack for free. Matter of fact, when they go out to dinner, the bitch be paying for that nigga. But they'll tell you, they don't want to go to Applebee's. They'll tell you they don't want to go to Applebee's, but they at the hibachi joint paying for Day and them and LaQuante and them. Come on, man. Who y'all talking to? Who y'all talking to? You ain't talking to me with the bullshit, because I know you. I'm a thoughtologist. A steady thoughtology. Run around here capping about ain't no good men when you choose the toxic nigga and say the good man lame and boring, and then when you left with a bunch of babies, now you want to run to the good man to come play save a hoe, and then you still cheat on him with the deadbeat baby daddy. What they talking about? Y'all better miss me with that. Y'all better miss me with that. So you got Ari Lennox saying what we already knew, man. Saying what we already knew. These women choose these certain dudes, and then they complain and talk about ain't no good men out here. I'm out.